everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I'm doing a full face of first impressions because of course I am. That's all I seem to really do these days. It's just because I buy so much and I just want to accumulate them into a video. So I've got such an array of things today. I've got stuff with FYNE, so that is like P. Louise's kind of like second brand. Then we've got stuff by Essence, Technic, Urban Decay, which I'm really excited to show you later. But yeah, I've already primed because I don't have an actual primer to use today. So I'm going to go in with my brows first. So I'm going in with the Essence Thick and Wow. So this is like a straight up dupe slash copy of the NYX Professional Makeup kind of brow brow thing that they have. And I saw this on, I think I saw this on Instagram, and I was like, this is basically the same style. I got the shade, is this in black? No, espresso brown. So I'm going to put this all over my brows to see what it's like. I'm a really big fan of the NYX one because NYX do come out with some amazing products. This wand is massive. I mean, my brows are really thick, as you could tell anyway. I thought I ordered black. I don't know, I might have ordered brown because that might have been the only shade, but I got this from Just My Look, and I got a couple of other things from there as well, which I will show you later. But I think for this it was only a couple of pounds. Oh my god, that's made my brow look really deep. Okay, I'm just gonna carry on. But yeah, I really like Essence. They have some really good affordable products. Not all of their products really work for me, but then I think a lot of their stuff, because it's so affordable, a lot of people do try and just like buy whatever they can from them, because most of the time they do some really decent makeup. This is making me look crazy. I might have to brush this out a bit because I'm just going to find a little spoolie and I'll be right back. I'm kind of just going to work this out a bit because I don't want my brows to be so blocked up, if that makes any sense. Like, I want them to look fuller, but this just makes me look slightly crazy. I don't know what it is. They've made my brows look so much darker. Of course, that's probably the whole purpose of it. So this is a fixing brow mascara, and it is quite sturdy on my face as well. So it's definitely like stuck down my brows. I'm going to sit further back so you're not looking too harsh at my brows. So let's go on to the skin tint and concealer. So I mentioned I got stuff from FYNE. So this is the like P. Louise skincare brand. She says that her brother owns it, but I don't know if that's just to say that she owns it and he just kind of like co-owns it or something, because obviously she works alongside him a lot in like promotional and stuff. But I managed to get these on TikTok for a very affordable price, because I think they were doing like, you know, half price or something like that, and normally these are not as affordable as they can be. So I think the skin tint has come out first, so this is got like 50 shades or something, which is amazing for a brand to come out with that many shades straight away. And then the concealer has come out quite recently, which I love the packaging for. So we're going to start off with the skin tint. This is in the shade 01. So I know that you could buy bundles, I think, so you could get like a pack of 3 with different shades. I think there's 50 shades. I will put up a picture, or like I will like correct myself because I can obviously be wrong, but I do remember them having a lot of shades, especially for like a first release for like a new indie brand. So yeah, the packaging is quite nice. It's very kind of like chic and looks very expensive, but I did mention that the packaging, that the item itself is a little bit expensive for what a skin tint can be. But I guess they're probably just working at prices, because P. Louise makeup themselves can be like pretty affordable in some aspects. So I don't know what type of coverage this is. I think it might be like a buildable coverage. It doesn't say. I'm not really into like this brand as much as obviously like P. Louise, because they're still quite new. But when I saw that the stuff was like really affordable, I was like, I need to try it. So I'm gonna go in with my sponge, because I feel like testing out a new foundation or something, a sponge is always going to be the best for me. So it seems quite watery, so I'm hoping it's going to give me some kind of coverage, and I'm just going to tap that It looks like there's nothing there. I'm just gonna tap because I mean, as you guys can see, I have very red skin because I have rosacea, so I always personally want something that's going to give me a bit of coverage. I do know that this is probably not going to be like full coverage at all. I'm not expecting full coverage. I do use quite a few different skin tints, like I've used I'm pretty sure like the Maybelline one of their new brand, like their new items is a skin tint, and that is like proper full coverage and it's amazing. So I mean, I'm just going to keep on putting this on and then we will see what we'll get from it. Okay, so I've done as much as I can with it. I don't want to add any more because I feel like I'll end up putting on the whole bottle and it won't do anything. So I mean, comparing it to how it was like a few minutes ago, there's like not much, not huge different. I mean, you can still see the glow through my primer because I use the Beauty Bay Glow filter, so you can obviously see that my skin is still quite glowing. You can see a small coverage on there, which I guess is fine, it's a tint, but then obviously tints can mean very different things for people. So I'm going to go in with a concealer now. So I got the shade number 7, but on the box here it actually has like a bit of a description as to what it's for. So you've got a luminous full coverage concealer that is enriched with vitamin E to provide a soft moisturized finish. It's long lasting, water resistant, and full coverage formula keeps your complexion refreshed all day, as well as hiding any unwanted tone or blemishes. Okay, pore blurring particles smooth the text. No, I can't read. Pore blurring particles smooth the skin texture, making it suitable for all skin types. Okay, again, this has got a lot of claims to it, so I'm hoping it's going to give me something, because the box for the skin tint has nothing. Even if it says that it's like just a small coverage or light coverage or anything, there's nothing on there. But again, the packaging, I love the packaging so much for this. When I've seen it all over my TikTok, I just love how it looks. It's a bit much. So like an award ceremony, like, you know, Oscar or something. But I'm excited to see what this coverage can do, because if it's going to give me any coverage, then I'll be happy, because I really want to cover up here and obviously on the high parts of my skin. So let's look at the doe foot without showing you my mirror. So we look at the doe foot. It's a nice standard doe foot. It's kind of a bit bigger than sometimes a concealer needs to be, but we're just going to get it kind of here. We're just going to put it there. It is very like skin colored, this one, so that's a bit better, because with the tint itself it didn't give me much. Like the selection is obviously big, but then what I'm trying to say, so obviously looking at the kind of shade on here, it's a bit more yellow, so that's kind of a bit better for me. So I'm just going to put this everywhere. I'm trying to not make this like my actual foundation, and it seems like this dries up very quickly. It doesn't help that my fan is on, because I mean it's very warm in here, so I need to have my fan on, but this concealer is drying up very quick, so I'm just going to kind of rub this in, kind of blend this in as quick as I can. Okay, that's working a lot better. I can still see this redness here, and I mean some bits here are covered for sure, like here is still quite prominent, and here as well. I mean, this is still like my first impression, so maybe in the future I'll maybe watch a couple of more of their videos to see what the best way to actually apply this is. But I guess this is a normal concealer, so it shouldn't be anything too complicated. I'm just going to go kind of on top of this bit again, just to see if it will give me any bit of more coverage, because I really want to cover that, because it feels horrible and it looks horrible. So just going to blend this in a bit more. It's not done a huge amount, it's kind of just blended out, but I'm not going to add any more because it will just be layers and layers and layers of just like complexion products. So far these are okay. I'm not going to say that they're like my new favorites, because I personally wouldn't have paid full price for them, so I thought at a kind of a big discount trying them out, and I'm glad I have. I just feel like this could be a bit more, in all honesty. So let's go on to bronzer. So talking of Technic, they've come out with their own cream bronzer, so everyone is coming out with cream bronzers now. It's like the main thing after everyone is making a kind of repeat of a lot more higher end versions. So this is in the shade Light. I got this from a beauty outlet, which I get most of my Technic stuff from, and I was quite surprised that they had it, because they had only recently announced that this was coming out, and I think it comes in about 4 or 5 shades, I believe, because I don't think it's going to be quite like shade, the massive shade ranges, in all honesty. So I'm just going to kind of tap this in the points that I normally. Okay, that's very light. I mean, I know the shade is called Light, but it's not giving me much coverage. I don't know if it's because the skin tint hasn't really covered much of my actual skin for me to kind of see what is there, but I mean, it's given me a little bit of color, which is nice, and on my forehead it's definitely got a bit of shade on there as well. In all honesty, when I put on my glow filter this morning, when I put on my glow filter, it was quite shimmery at the top here, so this is probably another reason why my forehead is so shiny today. So let's go on to blush. So I have a cream blush by Uoma by Sharon. So I mentioned in one of my last kind of full face to first impressions that I tried their new foundation. I really love that foundation. It is probably one of my favorites of the year so far, and because the brand is available in Superdrug, I wanted to pick up a couple of more things, and they were actually doing like a 3 for 2, but there wasn't really anything that I wanted to try, and so I found kind of their blush slash bronzers, but this was the only kind of blush that really kind of spoke to me, because even though it's super deep, I feel like I might be able to get away with it. This is in the shade Flawless IRL, so I'm just gonna kind of add a bit more yeah, kind of a bit of like complexion on here. It seems like it's a bit, oh okay, yeah, that is very red. I mean, if you're new to my channel, I love blush. Like, blush is like my favorite step, and I wear all types of blushes, so I don't just wear like one that would kind of match my tone. I go for like all shades, so even though this might be slightly deep for me, I'm gonna go for it. And there's a lot that is picked up on here, so I'm just gonna tap on both sides so I can just blend this out. Yeah, that is very red, but to be honest, I would wear this on a general basis, and it's a really nice color. Like, genuinely a really nice color. I'm actually just going to use a small sponge that I realized that I got. So I got this little set from Essence, and they're like the tiniest thing. So I actually was supposed to use them for my concealer, but I forgot. So this is them without water, and this is with water, so it's a little bit of a difference, but I think this little pack was like £1 something. I was supposed to use it as a concealer sponge, but I forgot, so I'm just going to tap it with my blush. Okay, that is really nice. That is of course very deep for me, but I'm very happy with that. So I don't have a new setting powder or highlighter, so I'm going to go off camera and then we will continue with the eyes when I come back. So now that I'm powdered, highlighted, and I now added some Decay primer to my lid, we are now going to go on to eyeshadow. So I mentioned before that I went to a beauty outlet recently, and W7 have come out with more crazy looking dupes. So they've come out with some eyeshadow palettes that are basically resembling Too Faced mini palettes. So this is the I'm Toasted, and there was like 2 other ones that they came out with. So this has got a selection of some really nice, oh, everything's just flying away, kind of like red tones, yellow tones, and I used to own the actual, like the real version, which I think is called like Flamed or I'm on Fire or something like that, and this was that version was a really good palette, and I got rid of it because I had it for so long. But yeah, this is the W7 version. The shades are literally the same, so we're just gonna, yeah, go in with this, and I have the names here if I can get them in the right way. Yeah, and we're just going to do like a nice simple look. I'm not doing anything too crazy because I don't know, I don't need to. So I'm going to start off with this orange tone here, which is called Chestnut Roast. So we're just going to take some on one of my brushes. I don't know if the kind of texture or the formula is going to be as good as Too Faced, because their mini palettes were quite good. So I'm just going to take on the lid and we're just going to kind of blend that out. But W7 are honestly like coming out with stuff so fast. I mean, the Too Faced palettes that came out, I'm pretty sure they were for like during Christmas or something. They have so many variations of like these mini palettes, and I see a lot of beauty outlets with like the Too Faced mini palettes, because I don't know if they sell as well as their general ones. But I do kind of yeah, I just find it very funny that they've not like to dupe Too Faced and like Huda Beauty a lot. Like they are definitely the two brands that get duped the most by them. And I know that it's kind of, some of it is very like tongue-in-cheek or whatever, but, and it's not like 100% the same. But if I was a brand owner and I saw that some brands were literally taking our ideas and copying them, it would definitely be a kind of something to talk about. But I guess Too Faced are maybe just don't really care, or kind of at a point where they're kind of like, look, people are just buying makeup and buying their version, ours is still, you know, good. And you know, I don't know, I just find it weird. Let me know what you guys think about people duping, like just outright copying a lot of stuff as well. I'm going to go in with the next shade, which is called Cinnamon Bun, and apparently this smells like cinnamon toast. A slight hint, but I mean, obviously the Too Faced ones, they do have strong smells. I remember the first Too Faced palette I got was like a chocolate bonbon palette, which was like one of the happiest times of ever, like me discovering makeup properly, because it was the first palette that I kind of purchased. And of course it was a bit more of a quote-unquote higher end one, but the fact that I purchased it and that's when I got into makeup, I really loved that palette. But it used to smell so strong of chocolate, and when I used to wear it throughout the middle of the day, I would be like, where do I smell chocolate? And then I realized it would be the eyeshadow. So I mean, it's good memories with that. I haven't bought anything from Too Faced in a while. I do want to get their kind of their like moon dust highlighter, I think it's called. They are gorgeous, they look really nice. I might wait until they might go on a bit of discount or something like that, because again, it's like £35 for a highlighter and it's a bit much. I think where I work I can get discount on them as well, so I might just like get it on a discount or something. But yeah, I look forward to trying those because the eyeshadow palette looks nice. I'm not in a massive rush to get that. So now let's go in with this one in the corner, which is called On Fire. So that one reminds me of Bruce, because I saw him last week, and he has a song called I'm On Fire. So I was really happy about that. Honestly, seeing him live for the third time was a dream come true. I was so happy that I went to see him. I went to Hyde Park. It was a crazy day because it was raining and it was sunny and it was cold and this and that, and then I met up with my friend and we kind of just watched, and like he had like his family with him and stuff, which was great, because going to gigs by myself can be fun sometimes, but when it's like a big open space and you know someone that's going there, it is obviously a lot of fun. But yeah, I had an amazing time. I've been to so many gigs this year so far. I feel so lucky because normally I procrastinate about going to certain gigs, and now I'm just like, just go, because after the pandemic I was kind of like, should I be spending much money on gigs and stuff? And I'm like, you know what, life is too short, who gives a fuck, go to the gig. So that's what I've been doing a lot this year. And we're going to go in with a shimmer now. So we have two shimmers. We have this gold one at the top, which is quite nice, which is called Sparkling Glow. But then we have this one called Champagne Toast. So I'm going to go in with that one because it does look very nice. And we're just going to take some on the lid. I can say this is very close to the actual Too Faced one itself. It's literally insane. Yeah, I don't know. I've already spoken about my feelings towards this whole duping stuff. But yeah, this is literally like the same thing, so that's quite okay. I think I've done a decent job. It is quite messy because I haven't really put on makeup properly in like a week or two, but alas, we're just going to continue. And yeah, I think this is quite good. I mean, I got it for like £4.50 And again, if you don't have the money to spend what, 30 plus pounds on a mini palette and you want to find something that's similar, dupes are great. So let's do an eyeliner. So I got this from Beauty Boxes by Tammy. So I got like a mystery box. I think that was like £12 and it was worth £35. There's quite a few things that I will use in a future video because I couldn't use them all in this video. But this is the Rude Cosmetics teeny weeny micro gel liner in the shade Simply Nude, and I haven't really worn one of these gel liners in a while just because I don't really wear gel liners, but I thought I would try this today because it might look quite similar to the shades that I'm using. So let's gonna put this in my waterline and see if it gives us anything. Wow, I just noticed I have so much fallout on my face. Wow. Okay, it's mostly that last shimmer because that was yeah, just collapsing. Okay, part of me just trying to poke my eye out. That's all right. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like these type of gel liners just because they just really like kind of jagged. They go really jagged along my eyes and they don't look kind of perfect, but they look decent. So let's go on to lips, and this is not a new product. This is just something I've not tried when I was rummaging through my makeup box of things I haven't tried yet. This is by P. Louise. So this is one of her lip drips. So this is the it's kind of like a lip gloss really, and this is in the shade Peachaboo. I think I got this in either a mystery box or it would have been something because I wouldn't have bought these by themselves, to be honest. I'm not a massive fan of like lip glosses, so this is like skin tone for me, and I never really wear peach kind of light tones, but I thought I don't want anything to clash too much with this, so let's get this on. Oh, okay, that's like really orange, that peach tone. Okay, too heavy on my lip, I guess. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that in all honesty. I don't really like the shade. I don't like how patchy it is. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just being outright honest. But let's go on to something quite exciting. So the other day I had a package arrive at home and I got a PR box from Urban Decay, and this is completely mad because I got an email from, I thought it was fake. I got an email from someone saying, oh, would you like to test out their new setting spray? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I didn't realize they were going to send me a whole box. So this is for the new all-nighter. So this is a vitamin C cactus flower water. So in the box they kindly sent me a couple of things. So I got a mini version, I got a large version, I've got the standard all-nighter, which is such an old school favorite, and then they sent me a moon dust like eye topper, which went like completely viral this year. It's mad how things go viral so quickly. But yeah, I will be trying this in a future video, but I mainly just want to try the setting spray. I'm not going to keep this makeup on for too long, but I really wanted to like just show you guys that I got this. Not obviously I'm not bragging, but like this is like, what, why am I getting PR and stuff? But yeah, I'm just really excited. So I'm gonna try the mini version because yeah, I'm just gonna see what it's like. I'm gonna see what the spray is like first because I have my fan on, it's probably gonna go like backwards, but let's just kind of give this a quick spray. It smells quite nice, so let's just get this on. Very refreshing. I mean, I love using setting sprays just because when I go to work or if I'm going out, I really want my makeup to last like all day. And all honesty, like this is like one of my old favorites, and I really love like the standard Urban Decay primer, but now this one I'll be trying to use as much as I can because it smells nice, and especially vitamin C I need as much as I can on my face with my bad skin. But this is my finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Everything has been such a mixed bag today. I mean, talking about complexion products, okay, I do prefer the concealer over this one. I kind of spoke about it already. This is mad. I mean, I look crazy, which is nothing new. Blush, amazing, very, very pigmented, so go very light-handed. Technic bronzer, buildable. It's not like you just tap once and it's fine. You really, really have to build it up. The eyeshadow palette, quite nice because it's not just the fact that it's like a dupe, but the fact there's like pigment and kind of shadow quality is pretty decent. Eyeliner decent. Lip gloss I'm not really a big fan of, because I have tried the red version and it still feels quite streaky and looks a little bit patchy for like a gloss. But let me know what you guys think. What have you been trying recently? Any of these products you're a fan of, because I know a lot of people probably would have tried this as well, and I'm intrigued to see how you guys used it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there, and I really appreciate you guys spending the time sitting down and watching me chat rubbish. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.